What's up, everyone?
Hi.
We're live.
Real close to the computer.
It's Friday. Happy
Hi.
Friday. It's Friday.
Emojis.
Hi,
That
Kim.
emoji always makes me think like wax on, wax off. I don't know. Wax on. But I like emojis, so we're
Yeah,
good
you're an
with
emoji
that.
fan. You're an emoji fan. So we're on tonight for a half hour. We're gonna do a quick show on time management and some simple tips that can help you improve your time management and get better at
Different
running
aspects.
Poshmark.
We're going to
Yeah.
talk about a few things for photography, for listening, for sharing, and just little tips. Doesn't matter if you're a full-time, part-time reseller. Everybody can learn, and everyone can get a little better at what they do. And we all need more time in the day. Never thought you'd say that when you were little. You know, now since like 24 hours sometimes isn't enough. We're gonna make it enough.
Yeah.
But oh, okay. I couldn't see something. So let's get to it. You want to start?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So
What's up, Christina?
Oh, hello. Photography. Everybody has their strong points. So photography. Prepping everything all at once. This is especially helpful for part-time sellers and full-time sellers. But what I mean by prepping is steaming, detagging. If you got shoes, taking like the marker off the bottom, cleaning the bottom, however you clean your items for selling them, you know, whether it's some people do complete loads of wash, whatever you do it all at once. It's a waste of time to steam an item, steam it, lay it out, take pictures of it, go get something else, steam it, you know, just get everything all at once so you can just grab, photograph, grab, photograph, you know, spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, and just get everything prepped and set up for you to grab. Don't stop and do it on and off, because that's a waste of time. Waste of time.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, more.
Yeah. So what's up, Barbara? What's up, Christine? What's up, Robin? How you guys doing today?
Oh, thank you. My hair looks pretty down.
It does look nice.
See what I had to do for a compliment? Thank you.
So tip number 2 for successful reselling with time management is when you list, you got to utilize that new draft feature that just came out. Everyone should have it by now. We just got an email that the draft feature should go live. So if you haven't checked yet, check your listing features and, you know, go make a listing, hit the cancel button and see if you have the draft feature. Should be there.
Yeah, because they rolled it out.
Use that.
Everybody has it because they made the announcement. Yep. So it's also on the computer. I've heard. I haven't looked for it, but I have seen many people like with happy dances.
Yeah.
Like, I got the list, I got the draft feature, and I'm like, woohoo!
That draft feature is time management's best friend. If you use that properly, you can make all your listings on a Saturday or Sunday and just list throughout the week. Just make them go live one day after the other. All you got to do is click next list, next list, next list, next list, all the way down, and you're good for a week. So if you can get 35 listings done on a Saturday, picture-wise, and you can get 35 drafts done on Sunday, then you have all your listings for 5 listings a day for 7 days a week, and you're all good, and you can get all your work done on a weekend.
I wish I had this when I had like a full-time job, when I was still working at a driving school, you know, because it's like I would take all my pictures on the weekend and I would make drafts in my notes, but it's so easy for people that can just go next. Okay, I got listings up, you know. This draft feature is amazing.
So Karen does her own hair, Robin, by the way.
Oh, I know. Like
you mean who styles it? Yeah, our friend that is a hairdresser.
My hairdresser friend. She does the coloring of it. I'm very lucky to have my hairdresser as like my BFF. I've known her since high school. She knows my hair very well. Like even all through like hair school, like guinea pig.
Christine, there is a way to use the draft feature on a laptop. I believe it's available there as well. Did you try it?
I have not looked for it. I just have seen in the Facebook groups
that it's there. Yeah,
it's there.
We do most of our listing. Yeah, we do most of our listing from our phones, and
I share from the computer.
We just write the notes on the computer, so we don't use the computer too much for listing.
But
we'll take a look for that and see if it's there. But there is a way to do that. It's probably the same way. You just cancel out of your listing and save it as a draft.
Now, Christina says, how do I see the new feature where all the likes, comments, etc., the filter feature? This is another thing that they're rolling out. They mentioned it at PoshFest. I have seen a screenshot of someone saying it's here, and I don't have it. my iPad doesn't have it. Like we've updated, like it happens, you know, some people just got the draft feature.
And can we only share 15 drafts at a time? That's something I don't know, because I do my work in batches, but I don't batch everything out at once. I'll take like 10 pictures and have 2 days of listings. So I'm doing this full time, so I have time to do that, so I can get other stuff done. So I assumed, and I apologize for assuming because I haven't tried that yet. I assumed you can get your listings done all at once. If it's only 15 at a time, then you're going to be a little limited. And I can't confirm whether it is or not. Yeah, it's better than none though. 15 gets you ahead. So
way better than none. Now, another photography tip is to take all of your similar items together. What this means is, you know, do all your jeans all at once. This means that your setup's going to be the same, whether you do flat lays, whether you use like a hanger or whatever your method is. You know, you're going to be the exact same distance from every pair of jeans, or the exact same distance when you're taking your photos from every single shirt. So if you do all of the same items, you're gonna go through it quicker instead of saying, okay, shirt, I gotta move up. Okay, I have to zoom in at shoes. Oh, shoes are on the floor now, I have to bend down. You know, if you just do them all, do shoes all at once, get on the floor and do all your shoes, you know? Just make sure, like, that's gonna save time. And it's what we're talking about today, you know? So just do it all at once and think, all right, let me get all my jeans pressed and ready to go. I'll do all those tomorrow. Or shoes. Clean up those shoes. You know, so yeah, shoes are hard.
yeah.
Hurts the back sometimes. I do flat lays. I feel it when I'm like really low on the ground. I'm like, here, shoes. So I love getting shoes done all at once.
Petite C&G doesn't see the draft feature yet on her Mac-top laptop. She only does from her computer. She can't wait. And yeah, it's common sense, but a lot of people don't think about this, Christina. Or Christina, I apologize. A lot of people don't think this way when they're getting into this business. They're not sure what it takes. And time management is such a key to success in the reselling business. You need to have good time management, or you're not gonna go far.
Even when you're full time.
Yeah.
We do this as a full-time job. You know, some of you do it full-time, some of you do it part-time. You know, it's not just like, hey, I have another job that I clock in, clock out for somebody else. Obviously, I need time management to run my own business and somebody else's business. No, this goes for full-time sellers as well. You know, it's like you have to be able to manage your life, your time. We have a 3-week-old. Like, if you want to talk about time management, he was watching me list today, my baby. He was watching me make drafts. I was like, and this is what Mama does. And he's in my arm, and he's just going, oh. Yeah, he's going to know how to use Poshmark.
He will.
Real quick, too.
It's here for tip number 3.
All right. So this goes back to listing. Use the same format in your listing. So some people actually make, this is kind of an eBay thing. You know, they have kind of like a template saved to their notes, like where you would fill in the title, where you would fill in like the description, we have a very similar description, me and Jay. You know, we do a very similar to the title, but not the title as the first sentence. And we put a lot of searchable words in the first sentence that don't fit in the title. Then we describe any flaws and details in the middle and the body. And at the bottom, we say, okay, here's the measurements. Please view all photos with best descriptors, like zoom in, zoom out. And if you go into our closets and look at every single one of our listings, they have a very similar flow to every single one. It makes your listing quicker. You know, if you have to copy and paste an actual template, go for it and then fill in the blanks. Make one, you know, I'm just so used to typing the same thing that like I list so much quicker now because like you're almost on autopilot. You know, so if you make the same type of listing and same format, you're going to get so quick at it. I promise. Like you were kind of slow lister when you
at first
started.
Yeah, I was slow because I had to get a rhythm and get used to it and
you're not a slow typer. You're not.
No.
You're fine. It
was just navigating the app kind of slowed me down a little bit at first and just figuring out.
Now you watch them and it's like
now I can put a listing live and from start to finish in 10 minutes.
Not even.
Not even, no.
Boom.
Like 5 minutes maybe.
It's impressive. Yeah. Like from your start to now, like I've seen it.
The draft feature helps too, so.
Oh, of course, you know, but like I've seen the difference. And I think the difference in what you've been doing is the fact that you have the same process.
Yeah.
And like your brain can just fill in like, okay, well now it's about this and fill in the details and you don't have to think, you know that your measurements are going here. you know you're going to say, look at the photos. You know you're going to say certain things in a certain verbiage, and your fingers just take off. You know?
I use the draft feature a little different too. What I'll do is I'll make a skeleton of a listing. I'll put all the pertinent information in selected through Poshmark, and I'll leave the description and title empty, and I'll do that with all my listings. And then when I want to do the description, I just type them out and list it that way. I don't know why I do it that way, but I find it works best for me to get it done that way. That way I only have to write 5 descriptions at a time, and I get those descriptions written quickly. And
way quicker than you used to.
Way quicker than I used to, yeah.
Now,
so that's how I do it.
One thing that I know that the computer listing does offer that the app listing doesn't is it pre-fills things. You know, if you're typing Ann Taylor skirt or loft skirt, it's going to notice that you typed in skirt, and it's already going to pre-fill like A-line skirt or whatever, you know, it got from your listing. And it's going to pre-fill brand if you put the brand in the title. That's one thing that if you're doing it on the app, it doesn't. Like, I forget who said they do it on the computer a lot. So I know that's why a lot of people do list on the computer, because that cuts down on listing too.
Yep.
They should bring that to the app. Why isn't it in the app and it's only on the computer? It should be, right?
Guys, if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to our channel. We do videos like this all the time. We're live every Friday. We got a couple of new videos coming out next week on a haul we just did. We're coming out with content all the time. We're back full time again. If you want to get more information on what we're doing and check out our free 6-part Poshmark workshop in the process, click the first link in the description, sign up for our email list. If you're already on the list, you already have the videos. If you guys are new and haven't gotten on the list yet, you'll get a video a day for 6 days showing you how we run a full-time Poshmark business right out of our house. So click on that link and check that out. It's pretty awesome, and it's free content for you guys. Yeah. So
Robin has the draft feature on the PC and the phone. So you know, since they put the main, like, hey, it's here, it's not a slow rollout anymore. They just caught up to everything. So also, if you for some reason don't, look for an update. You know, like my phone's on automatic updates, but my iPad's not, because it's like limited space. I want to choose what I like to put on my iPad. So yeah, just look for an update if you haven't for some reason gotten it yet, because it's definitely there. So
Christina asked, do you find it easier to post from your phone or your laptop? So we both of us use our phones, and sometimes she'll use an iPad, but we list from our phone. I type the descriptions on a computer, and we're all iOS. We have an Apple computer, a MacBook, iPhone, and an iPad. I type the descriptions on my computer, airdrop them to my phone, and just copy and paste right through the listing.
And we used to have to airdrop to each other, but you know, when it's within our own account, you know, when I go on the computer and I type in notes and I'm like, whatever it is, you know, it's just automatically on my notes when I open it up here. So when we airdrop to each other certain things, but when it's within our own accounts, it's like iOS makes it very flawless, and it like just easy, you know. So it's very simple.
So I don't know if that answers your question, Christina, but that's we're kind of biased. We don't list from a computer for that reason. So and to be honest with you, I have never tried listing on a computer. I just find it so easy to get my listings done on the phone that I never even went over there to give it a shot.
Because we don't share our photos to our computer, because limited space on our computer. Our photos are stored on our phone.
Yeah.
So in order for us to list on the computer, we take our photos with our phone. We would have to airdrop them to the computer and then manage space that way. Where on our phone, I have like the biggest storage phone possible. Probably never gonna fill the thing up. It's just easier, especially that I don't want to be like, oh, no storage on my computer. Hi, Hunter Cat. Famous orange cat, you know. So it just works for our situation. I know that a lot of people don't have to worry about space on a computer.
Tanya, I would definitely style people when they come to your closet to be styled. If they're requesting styling from you, they have taken a quick brief look through your closet and seen that you have styles that they like, and are looking for you to give them specific sizes so that they can, you know, it could equate to a purchase. In fact, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a purchase out of it if you do it right. So definitely style those people when they ask for styling. Don't style someone if they don't ask for styling. That happens to me all the time, and it drives me nuts. If you don't get a request for styling, it's just I don't. Some people just use the feature wrong, and it's not what you want to do. So Just style people if they ask for styling, but definitely don't ignore that. That's a great thing to do, and it'll definitely generate some
You
sales.
can change in your settings what people request to be styled about. Like if in the very beginning where anyone can ask someone to style them, I was getting like style requests for like workwear, and I don't have, like, I might have like a pencil skirt here and there. I have a lot of like casual wear, weekend wear, you know, and I'm like, I can't style you on like something to wear to the office. Like, so I had to go into my settings and realize, can't do this. I had to turn off men.
Yep.
I had to turn off kids. So some people don't even know that when people request a certain style from you and you're like, how am I going to like fulfill that? I might have like one athletic top, you know, or whatever. And you have to go into your settings and fix that, or you're going to get random style requests that make no sense to your closet. Now, Christine is in the exact opposite. She says all of her photos go onto her computer because to save phone space. See, we're like,
yeah, we got high gigabytes on our phones for that. We knew we were going to be using these phones for. But I still delete my photos after I've used them. After I list a listing, I'll just go through and delete all those photos. I don't need them anymore.
But on our computer, it would get very full really quick because I'm not going to plug it in an external hard drive just to like airdrop photos when you just upload them from here.
God forbid something happens to my listings in Poshmark, I'll just take the pictures again. It's not like the end of the world. But, you know, I don't save my photos.
Tennessee Yankee wants to know our take on share games.
So I think sharing games, I don't do them personally. I don't participate in them, and neither does Karen. But I think if it's your cup of tea, they're a good thing. They're going to generate you a lot of activity. They're going to generate you a lot of shares. If you share and then 10 people share from your closet and share the same thing,
there's good and bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I know a lot of people that have participated in share games. I know some PFFs that run share games, and they all have different rules. They all have different requirements, and some of them are extremely strict. Like if you don't fulfill, you get kicked out of the group, yada, yada, yada. Some of them are more lax, you know, but some of the really strict ones can take up a lot of your time, and we are talking about time management.
Yeah.
You know, so if you find a very easygoing group where it's like, hey, you just got to drop in for like 20 minutes, share the top 10 items in everybody's closet, or some of them say like, you know, filter the color blue and share 10 blue items from everybody's closet. That's this week's thing, you know, or whatever.
Tennessee Yankee meant to say follow games though. Follow games, it's the same type of principle. Same principle.
Yeah, so the problem with the follow games, people like to hit the like. You know how it says you like and then you're supposed to follow everybody that liked it, and every listing can have up to 600 hearts. And so it's like people will hit the heart but not go through and follow everybody, hoping that all the other 600 people would go and follow them. You know, like kind of like a chain letter. Like, you know, they're doing like it halfway that'll benefit them. Like that happens so much that it's like get a lot of hearts but not a lot of like return, you know? So, I mean, if you're looking to build your following, that's a way to get a lot of people that are looking for likes and like follows. But
so Kim H has a question. Is a free spirit graphic top considered boho?
A free spirit graphic top. Like free people? I don't know what free spirit is.
We're not, you mean free people?
Or is it like the word free spirit on it?
Oh, that could be what it is. Yeah.
Maybe like free spirit. It depends on the actual top. Just saying it's like a graphic top doesn't mean much. You know, like they could have fringe on it or like really rustic, you know, bohemian.
Yeah.
That's what boho is short for.
So Robin says I have a memory card. Where did I see that?
It went fast.
I have a memory card, the PC that I transfer my pics to that say there until that I can't read.
Until the item sells.
I'm not reading well over there.
No, I was like, let me help him out.
Yeah, help me out.
She has a memory card.
Then she keeps the photos. That's a smart idea. Yeah, that's a smart idea. I just delete my photos because if something does happen to open up a case or whatever, I need to make the listing go live again. I'll just screenshot the sold listing for the pictures and then just rewrite a description and make it go live. And that's why I love working from the phone. You can do that from the phone. It's very complicated to screenshot from a computer. But I grab my phone, I'll go down to a sold listing, or even if I'm relisting something, I just screenshot those photos, bam, put it into a draft, copy the description, put it into a draft, relist is done. and that's why I love the phone so much.
I have a larger memory than he does. He has like the 64.
Yeah, 64.
I have like the 128 or something, like something stupid big. But I also cross post most of the female stuff onto Mercari. So I don't delete photos until I'm sure it's like in every corner of the reselling world. And then I'm like, okay, make sure. Now I can delete it. I used to be better at deleting the photos, but I think I got a little lazy with it since I never ever get notifications for memory storage ever. So
Kim H says it says free spirit on it.
It depends on what the shirt looks like. If it's just like a plain t-shirt with those words on it, probably not. It would just be a graphic tee. But if it's like an asymmetrical hem and it's flowing and like it really depends. That's not telling me much information. So you use your best judgment.
Yep.
It is a very searchable word.
It doesn't hurt to market boho. And it doesn't hurt to market boho and
but you don't want to mislead people.
Yeah.
You don't want to say, hey, boho, and then you come up and search, and then someone's like, dude, it's a white t-shirt with free spirit on it, and they get kind of ticked, like, oh, I thought that was something.
Yeah, we cross-post all our men's stuff to eBay, and all our women's stuff goes on Mercari, and we got cross-posting going all over the place. Can't wait for Sellhound to come out and make that easy. If you guys don't know what Sellhound is, check it out. It's pretty awesome. It's an app that's
comps right now.
Gonna let you eventually let you write one listing and list on multiple platforms at once. They're just working down the details on that, so it should come out soon. Check it out. Sounds pretty awesome. I can't wait for that.
See, okay, so we're back to share groups, not follow games. I'm sorry, I guess I just misread the original comment that spawned from. But PD says, I think it's really helped with sales. The women's share groups were out of control. I was up till 3 a.m. trying to fulfill the promise to share like 100 closets. That's what I'm saying. Like some of them are hardcore. Like 3 a.m. Like that is the opposite of what we're talking about today. But if you're like a stay-at-home mom and you don't have so much on your plate and you're not trying to do this full time and you have the time to like join a share group or something and you can be up till 3 a.m., go for it. It's not a bad thing if you can fulfill it and not be stressed about it and it doesn't hurt any other aspect of your business.
Tracy E says, if you cross-post, what happens if someone buys the same item on 2 different platforms? If you're cross-posting to eBay or Mercari or whatever, know your platform's regulations and rules. If they're going to ding you or give you a negative response for for an item, canceled item, then you want to obviously sell it there. If it sells on Poshmark, Poshmark doesn't penalize you for a canceled order. So we cancel on Poshmark if it sells on Poshmark and eBay or something at the same time. If it's Mercari and eBay, it doesn't really happen because we don't post too much men's stuff on Mercari.
Well, that's why we do it.
That's why we do it that way. Yeah.
So between both of us, he manages his listings in his closet. He knows when something sells on eBay. If it's a men's item, he goes right into his closet and deletes it, and vice versa. I know.
Hasn't happened yet.
Mercari, dang, you got a sale. I go right into my Poshmark closet and I delete it. So it's our system right now.
Same thing with Poshmark. Yeah. If we get a sale on Poshmark, we search on Mercari to see if it's listed there yet.
Yep.
It is. We get rid of it. So it's just being on top of your game. If you are part-time,
it might be harder.
It's going to be harder because you're not going to be able to be looking at your phone 24/7 if something comes through. So this might be something you want to wait to do until you decide to go full-time. If you ever make that decision in the future, then cross-posting is going to be good for you. If you're part-time and you have a full-time job right now and you're working and you can't look at your phone, then cross-posting is going to be tough because you might run into that situation where you sell on.
Especially if it's a hot item, you might get a double sale. And like pretty much the moment something sells as quick as humanly possible, we delete it off. And sometimes I'll be driving and I'll have him do it because the notification comes through on our smart car and I'm like, oh, go on to and delete it, or vice versa. Like we got each other's backs.
Yep.
I know not everyone's in that situation either. They're their own lone wolf, so you can't just say, hey, honey, delete this. And I get that. So let's talk about sharing.
Yeah, we got one more tip. Sharing.
This goes for full-time people, part-time people. It does not matter what you do. Sharing can seem tedious on Poshmark, and I know a lot of people hate it, and they feel like it's a chore. So share during any of your downtime.
Yep.
You just put dinner in, and you said, hey, Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes because your chicken got to cook, right? Well, your chicken's cooking. You can't eat. Go do a batch of sharing, and then the timer goes off. Go enjoy your meal. If you do work for somebody else, and you do this part-time, share on your lunch break. Share on your break.
Breaks, your 15-minute breaks. You don't have to share your whole closet. Yeah. Just share what you can in that time. But make sure if you want to keep your closet in order that when you go back in to start sharing, share from where you left off. Don't start sharing from the top or whatever. It's the same thing. Scroll your bottom, and then you'll be fine. So
it's more like, I don't like to use the word multitask because it's not really you're doing two things simultaneously. Our brains aren't set up like that. I know people use that word too much in concerns to people, but share during when you're watching TV. We love to share while we're watching TV. Yep. We catching up on our DVR. Put on some Netflix. You're watching a Netflix marathon, but you're not like glued to the TV. It's one of those like, oh, it's pretty cool. It's helping me pass the time. Get on there and just share. You don't have to actually like read each individual item you're sharing. You just gotta go boop.
Just do it. Boop. And Lindy, definitely share during a party. That's if you can only share one time throughout the day, share during the PM party. It's so important. It gets your listings out there. It gets out to a ton of people that are not just your followers, but there's a whole millions of people. Whoever's on the app at that time is going to see that. So definitely share during parties. If you have party-specific items, definitely share them to that party. If you have a bunch of jeans, share the jean party if you can. If you have men's clothes, obviously men's style. Share those specific parties because it's really going to benefit you in the long run. You're going to make more sales if you start sharing only the parties.
And sometimes the daytime parties are hard for people that work at another job. They know it's best in jeans, or maybe they don't know. That's another thing that you can do. You can view the upcoming parties in the parties tab. It'll say like tomorrow's parties are best in tops, kids party, or, plus size party. And if you have a lot of things, not just like one or two items, but like a lot of stuff that falls into that category, put it in your calendar. Be like, oh, I got to remember on break tomorrow, it's best in jeans. And I got a ton of jeans because I watched a lot of the Thrifty Flamingo. Then like mental note, like I got to share to that jean party. But if you don't look in that tab, you're not going to know what the party's coming up until that little notification pops up, and we don't sit there and memorize it. Some of the parties rotate on a normal basis. The best of men, the men's party, right?
Mondays and Fridays, yeah.
He has it down like this. He's like, it's Monday, it's men's party. I'm like, okay, but this is how you can use your time wisely to get your shares to a party that might not be the PM party, but would benefit you too.
Too old to stay up that late. That's not.
I wish the PM party wasn't so late. Yeah, we're on the East Coast. We get it. We get it.
We're up until midnight sharing this party. Well, you are. I'm not.
We have a system. Now that baby is here, 10 p.m. is when the party starts for us. So yes, I get that. He goes to bed at like 9:30.
I go to bed at 10.
9:30, 10, like that little half an hour window. He's upstairs, and I share both of our closets. I do activity from both of our closets. It's great now that we have a mouse in our computer. But I go to bed later, but he wakes up sooner, so he relieves me of the baby, and I get a little more sleep-in time. And it's been working out for us, and then he wakes up and he does morning shares.
Because the baby likes to sleep during the day, doesn't like to sleep so much at night. So Karen gets a couple hours a night and 5 hours during the day. So
yeah, like not last night, the night before, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, kid, go to sleep. I was like a zombie. I was sharing because I was like, I can't sleep. I have nothing to do. Like there's infomercials on at that point, and I was like, I'll just share to Poshmark at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I got a lot of activity for that early in the morning. I was kind of surprised.
So Lindy, as far as I understand with that, and I've heard differing opinions on this, but as far as I understand, when you can only share an item once to a party, then if you share that item again to that party, it's just going to go to your followers.
I have clarified this with Poshmark support. Not anytime recently. This was me back in the day. I think our previous video, I talked about how I would share like 3 times my closet to the party. I'd do it in the beginning at like 10:05, and I'd do like 11 o'clock, and I'd be like 15 minutes of midnight when the party ended here. And I thought this entire time all my closet was going to the party in 3 separate batches. But it was just going to the party originally at 10.
And then to the followers.
And then to my followers. So I was like, I wanted to make sure, because I was going to add more shares of my closet into it. Because think about it. If somebody would sit there and just constantly share their closet to a party, if it was able to be mass posted like that, and you would just see the same items over and over and over, and it would just get flooded.
So Tanya,
so that's why they don't do that.
Tanya, it's never too pushy to make a bundle if someone likes a lot of items in your closet. I do it all the time. I just sold a bundle the other day because I created a bundle with the 3 likes that this guy had, sent him a really decent offer, and he bought it. So it happens to me. It doesn't happen to me all the time, but I'd say once, twice, 3 times out of 10, I'll make a bundle sale.
Doing like the lottery,
a offer like that. So definitely do that. It's not too pushy. Poshmark is moving towards that pushy selling kind of thing. So everyone expects it now with the offers to likers and the bundle feature and all that. It's just a pushy app. People are pushing sales. Any app is kind of like any
but they also aren't going to be so surprised at that point.
Yeah.
If they went and they liked like 6 or 7 of your items and they were just in your closet and they're like, oh, that's cute, and then like 15 minutes later you send them like a well thought out bundle of like not all of their likes, but things that actually like look good together in the proper size. They're not gonna be like, where'd this come from? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a cute shirt. And they're not gonna be surprised. It's not gonna come out of left field like Jason's random styling request that some guy was sending him size like 31 pants.
Van Heusen.
Yeah, Van Heusen. I was like, oh no.
Oh God.
Isn't that like Kohl's?
I hope he didn't go out and I hope he didn't go out to resell that and then bought it at a thrift store.
Or a Sears, right? Or a Kohl's.
JCPenney's, I think, or something.
Oh, JCPenney's.
It might be, I don't know.
Van Heusen.
Just stay away from Van Heusen. There's a bolo for you right there.
You're welcome, Lindy.
So guys, it is 7:32, so that is gonna do it for us tonight. What's up, Robin? Sorry you just missed us. Check the replay out. You'll love it.
Yes.
We're jumping off to go tend to the baby and eat some dinner. So again, if you guys have liked the show, definitely hit the thumbs up button. It really helps us out. We appreciate every like we get from you guys.
Always.
If you're new here, definitely subscribe to our channel. We put out videos like this all the time. We're going live every Friday from now on, half hour only, but we're still going to be live every Friday. And we got a couple of new videos coming out this week. And if you're new here and haven't gotten on our email list, definitely click the first link in the description. Sign up for our email list. We will send you guys a free Poshmark 6-part workshop on how to run a full-time Poshmark business right out of your house. That comes right to your email, 1 video a day. You guys will love it. It's great free content for you guys. Click the first link in the description. Get on the list. We'll take that question right there from Dakota before we leave. Any tips getting torn down?
Any tips
I'm not
getting torn down? She's getting torn down.
Oh, torn down, yeah.
During
been doing it for 2 weeks. Please, thank you. Do you guys look at other people's closets? Yeah, we do charge for closet consultations. If that's something you're interested in, send us a message at the Thrifty Flamingo on Instagram.
Or you can just send us an email, thethriftyflamingo Gmail.
Yep.
But if you've only
for 2 weeks,
if you've only been poshing for 2 weeks, there could be so many different things.
Yeah.
If you only have 10 items, list 20, list 30, list 40, list as many as
possible. Grow your followers, grow your items,
yes.
Grow your shares, get it all up. The more followers you have, the more sales you're going to make. So start following people. They'll follow you back. Start sharing other people's stuff. They'll share your stuff back. It'll start snowballing, and your sales will definitely increase.
Sure. You could post something, and it could sell right away. You see some closets where they have had 3 listings, and they're all sold.
Poshmark that's rare, though.
Yeah,
Poshmark you got to kind of grow a following on Poshmark to become successful.
And have, like, wanted items.
In the beginning, it is going to be a little slower for you guys. You just got to kind of expect that. And move forward with it. Maybe pick up eBay at the same time so you guys have some income coming in from somewhere else. But just keep listing and keep sharing and keep following, and you'll do fine.
The Poshmark algorithm really favors people that use the app the way they want it to. They want you to follow people. They want you to share. They want you to list. So if you try to touch on all these aspects, and 2 weeks is not long. If you
give it some more time, it'll definitely pick up.
By doing these things, you'll be fine.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. You guys have a great night, and we will see you next Friday. Check out our videos. They're coming soon.
Yay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.